All right, learning goal number 2. This is going to be on your next page in your math journal, and you're going to write this down as your next heading. I can solve 2 and 3 part combination problems. So here we go. I can solve 2 and 3 part combination problems, and below that you're going to write down the vocabulary. Basically, combination problems are story problems that involve combining different variables. Now, when you hear the word variables, it might sound fancy or confusing to you, but really it's just simple. It's just shirts and shorts are an example of 2 different types of variables.
So how about an example on how we would use this? So here's our story problem. Sarah's going on vacation and she packs 4 shirts and 3 pairs of shorts. So how many outfit combinations can she make? And you don't need to write all this down. This is just an example for you visual people to look at. So you'll write down something in just a second, but for this part you don't have to unless you really are artsy-fartsy and want to. So we've got our 4 shirts and we've got our 3 pairs of shorts. So how many combinations can she make? Well, we've got our red shirts paired with all the shorts, our green shirts paired with all the shorts, so you can see the different combinations, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 combinations. So what number sentence could we do to go with that so you don't have to draw these out all the time? In this case, it's our number of shirts, 4, times our number of shorts, 3, which gives us our total of 12 outfit combinations. So in this case, our variables, shorts and shirts, multiplied to get our answer, our total combinations.
Okay, so here's an example. A gift wrapping counter has 6 kinds of paper and 3 kinds of ribbon. So how many different combinations of paper and ribbon are there? So once again, you're just going to look at those variables and combine them.
So try and solve this one. You don't have to write out all the words, but try and solve it, and then we'll come back and show you how to do it.
So, what number sentence could go with that combination problem? Hopefully you came up with something like the kinds of paper times the kind of ribbon equals the total combination. So in other words, 6 kinds of paper times 3 kinds of ribbon would equal 18 different combinations.
So hopefully you found that one. That was a pretty easy one. Hopefully we got that.
Ooh, but sometimes we might have more than 2 factors. Then what do we do?
I'm so glad you asked. I will show you. Alright, so if we go back to our clothing example, poor Sarah, she packed her 4 shirts and her 3 shorts, but she didn't have any shoes yet, so she had to go through and pack her 2 pairs of shoes.
How could you forget shoes?
I know, right? So how many outfit combinations can she make? So we've got our outfit combinations that she already made, and we've got our tennis shoes and our sandals, because she's going to the beach, she's going to need to hike, she's also going to want to walk in the sand. So if she's got her combination here, and she's got her tennis shoes. Well, now, here's all her outfits, all her tennis shoes. No, we're not done yet, though.
We got our sandals?
We can't forget our sandals. No. So, we've got our outfits again, and this time, in comes her sandals. So now, how many total combinations? That's an awful lot of counting. So let's take a look at that.
So, we have 12 combinations with our tennis shoes, and then we have another 12 with our sandals. So all together we should have 24 outfit combinations. So, wow, that's a lot of work.
Sure is.
But we can just do an equation too to simplify things.
Yay, there's an equation.
So we have our number of shirts, which was 4. And then we have our number of shorts, which once again was 3. And then we have our number of shoes, which was 2. And if we multiply those 3 numbers together, we would get 24. And you can mix them up. You can either do 4 times 3 equals 12 times 2 equals 24. Or if you feel more comfortable, you could do 2 times 3 equals 6 times 4. Doesn't matter.
Nope, doesn't matter at all. Okay, so what about this example? Try this one. A bagel store offers you 32 different kinds of bagel combinations, and there are 4 kinds of spreads, so how many types of bagels are there?
Ooh, this is different. We have not started with combinations before.
No, we really haven't. So maybe I'll walk you through this one again. Alright, so in this case, we're given the total combinations, 32. So we're going to have to work backwards. So if we know 32 is our total, well, the backwards in multiplication is just division. So we take our 32 divide it by our 4 kinds of spread, and we can get our 8 types of bagels. Now, if division freaks you out and you don't like it, think about this. 4 times what is going to get you to this bigger number? Remember, they're just working backwards. Well, 4 times 8 is 32. So that is another way to do it. So now we're going to give you 3 problems to try and work on your own. And again, you don't have to write the problems out in your book. What we want you to write is your equation and your answer, and then label it. So we're going to be looking for 3 answers, 3 equations with answers. So first one.
We have Roberto, and he wants to buy a new bike. So the bikes at the shop come in small, medium, and large. For each size, there's a choice of blue, red, black, and green. So how many different kinds of bikes are there to choose from?
So try and work through that, solve it, pause this because we're going to move on, but pause it, solve it, and then come back to the next one. The second one we want you to try is about Hannah. Hannah's going to the ice cream shop, and there are 2 cone options, 10 flavors, and 4 toppings. So how many different combinations does Hannah have to choose from?
Ooh.
So pause it, solve it, come back. And the last one.
All right, last one. Evan walks into a shoe store. The clerk tells him that there are 32 different combinations of shoes, laces, and socks. There are 4 types of shoes and 4 styles of laces. So how many styles of socks are there? Ooh, we're ending on a tough one.
This is a really tough one because we start with a combination and it's 3 parts. So try it, and if you're stuck, you know what? The next part of this is you've watched the video now, you've done the W. Now you got to do the summary, and then you got to do the question. So if you're stuck on this one, write a specific question about how to solve it. Maybe that confused you, and someone in your group will be able to help you. So good luck.